Is this your watch?
Oh my God! Justin! Oh my God! Johannes!
Yeah.
Johannes, I mean, we got a freaking magician on.
Yep.
I want to greet him in the way he understands. I'm going to use my goblin magic and bring him in right now.
Oh, wow.
Hello, Justin.
Hi, John.
Abracadabra.
Is that a goblin's magic word? I don't.
Don't see, I was trying to use yours and I got all messed up. I would just go, ugh, and then boom. There you are.
Yeah.
So, welcome.
Great to be here.
Yeah, I'm so sorry I had to summon you like this, but I've just been dying to get you on the podcast. So, there you are.
I love being summoned. Am I the first magician on the pod?
Johannes.
David Wayne. Let's say he's a bit of a magician.
That's right. He's a magician / director. Yeah, I guess.
That's like saying like Bobby Lee is a comedian. You know what I mean? That's a far fetch. You know, I definitely think you are. You're certainly the best magician we've had on.
That's a sick burn on David.
Yeah. You know what? He didn't do any magic, did he?
No.
Did you think you were booking David Blaine and then David Wayne showed
That's
up
what
and
happened.
you're like, yikes.
Yes. I was like, what's going on here, man? And then we booked that one guy, Chris Angle.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
I was like, he's
a cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I finally got someone here I could talk about because I have been using goblin magic for a long, long time. Long time. But I have had trouble with it. And mostly in this realm. So I was wondering, from your perspective, if maybe throughout today's show you could help me a little bit.
I would be honored to. I love coaching.
Oh, do
If
you?
you will, yeah.
So,
And I don't know much about goblin magic. Like
what do you know about human magic, and how long have you been partaking in the dark arts?
I am 45 now, and I started when I was 12. So my quick math is telling me 33 years of human magic.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
dude. That's a lot. That's a
long
lot of
time,
magic.
right?
Yeah.
I should be better.
No.
But
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
You can be the
Well,
judge.
I'll be the judge of that. You know what I mean? You're no David Wayne.
I know.
I think that is so interesting. So at a young age, what was the first thing that got you excited about magic? Do you remember like seeing a trick or a magician? Or are they just kind of like, you went to school and they're like, Justin, where's your homework? And you're like, it disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
I had it's funny you ask. I have so the first trick I ever saw was my uncle used to do these tricks that
we
can
can't
I
talk
show you
about
one?
that. Oh yeah. Oh.
I could show you the actual
Oh
trick.
my God! Yeah, I love magic. Yeah.
He used to do this. There we go. Look at that stretchy arm microphone.
Look at this.
He used to do this trick with a matchbox.
Yeah.
You could see, not like a literal matchbox, not the car, and a single match.
Okay.
And I remember as a little kid, he would stick the match through the matchbox like that, and he would act like this was amazing, right? Like
that. Yeah. I'm impressed.
like that. And I would be like, what's the trick there? And he's like, the trick is that inside the matchbox, it's a block of wood.
What is it?
And
Is this a mini saw? What is this?
I still don't. I don't know how he did it, but seeing that as a young kid got me interested in magic, and it's how I started smoking as well.
Yeah, that I was gonna say. Yeah, that's what started that whole thing.
Yeah.
And this is now gonna ignite
Hey,
my love of arsony. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
But that is so cool. So like, was your uncle a magician, or he was just kind of like a dude who knew how to possess magic?
he was an alcoholic, so he did love the spirit world.
Yes. Okay.
But hey,
all right. right? Huh?
He was not a
He
pro.
could make anything in any bottle disappear.
Exactly.
Yes.
He was good at pulling off his thumb,
Oh, whoa.
because of the leprosy. But, that got me. Can you do it?
I could bite it off.
You could bite it off.
Yeah.
Do goblin appendages regenerate?
Some do.
Say no more.
I won't.
Okay.
I'm not legally obliged to.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think that's so cool. She got an uncle. He was kind of into things. You saw it and you go, I want to learn this.
Yeah, that was the first trick I saw. But then when I was 12, I broke both of my arms simultaneously.
Now that's magic.
That is, it's hard
Yeah.
to do. And
That would be pretty tough as a magician, I assume. You
to
know what I
have
mean?
two broken arms.
Yeah. To be like, all right, and now I will take your card.
I mean, it was pretty tough as a horny 12-year-old,
Yeah.
too, to have
my
two
God.
casts as well.
Man, you needed magic.
Mom had to do everything. But
Very close family.
very
Yeah.
close, very close.
And that's when your uncle really got involved in
really
magic.
stepped
Yeah.
in. But my doctor recommended card tricks as physical therapy.
Oh.
Truly. And that's...
Is that for real?
That's for real, yeah. And I took his advice. Instead of suing him for malpractice, I did it.
That is
And
so
I've been doing it ever since.
And what was the first card trick you learned that you feel like you mastered?
Because my hands were weak at first, I had to do tricks that required very little dexterity, and they were more like mind-reading tricks. I have the first deck of cards I ever had as a child. I don't throw anything away. So here, imagine I've got two casts on here.
Yep.
Okay. And
Okay.
like it was hard to even take the cards out of the box. So I would say, imagine a deck of cards.
Okay.
There's clubs, hearts, diamonds, and spades. Do you want to choose a red card or a black card?
Red.
Okay, just choose red, yeah.
All right, then black.
Black. Clubs and spades, then, yeah?
Okay,
Do you
yeah,
want
yeah.
it to be, you want a club or a spade?
I want a club.
A club.
Yeah.
High card or a low card?
It's 420. Let's go high.
Let's go high. So like seven of clubs and up,
Yeah.
would you say?
Yeah.
Which one in particular?
7 of clubs and up.
Up. So 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king of clubs,
King.
king of clubs.
Goblin King. Goblin King.
Right.
How about that? Goblin King of clubs.
Goblin King of Clubs. Now, before I walked into the studio today, I went through my childhood deck of cards,
Yeah.
and I turned one card the opposite direction.
Now, if-
John,
Just hold on here. I just want to warn you. If that is my card, I'm burning this whole place down with one of those matches.
I mean, it would be impossible.
that would be impossible.
Because I literally was like, I was thinking all these other ones, and I changed it from red to black, and I was trying to be really sneaky.
How's your insurance here?
We don't have any. In fact, I don't even know if anyone knows we're in this place.
Is this a squatting podcast?
That is correct.
A squatty potty?
Squatty potty.
Come on.
This is a squatty potty.
Well, I take no responsibility for what's about to happen.
Don't
but
you dare. Don't you dare. Don't. Justin! Oh my God! Johannes!
Yeah,
Johannes!
yeah, I saw it.
What is this trickery, sorcery? I don't like it. I love it. Oh my God! Round of applause, Johannes.
Yeah, push.
let's burn it down.
Yeah.
God.
In fact, well, maybe we can burn it
After
down
we're
with our
done.
comedy. And here's what's really crazy, dude. I also can read minds. And I
Really?
also know how to harness the telepathy.
Okay.
So I wanted to do a trick for you.
Okay.
So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to write down a word on this piece of paper.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk you through a bunch of questions. And then I think I'm going to guess the word you land on.
Okay.
So first things first, I want you just to close your eyes so you can't see what I'm writing first, okay?
They're close.
Okay, they're close,
They're
yeah.
close. Yes.
All right, here we go. Hold on. So now I'm going to fold this up like this with my claws over here. I just want you, Justin, you can open your eyes. I want you to hold on to this. Okay. Now, I don't want any cuts, Johannes.
No.
I know you love doing splicing up stuff, making me sound silly. Now, I'm going to walk you through a series of questions, okay? Now, just so the viewers know, currently, what is written on this sheet of paper?
Nada.
Yeah. Nothing.
English, sorry.
Sorry,
Nothing.
yeah.
Nothing.
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 Interesting choice. Justin, if you were to open up that sheet of paper, please, and show the audience what word is written on it.
Nothing.
Nada, other known as nothing.
And I said nada at first, and then I immediately felt no, that doesn't feel right.
That doesn't feel right.
I want to say nothing.
Yeah, because yes. Do you see what just happened, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
Is this how it feels?
Yeah, you're on the other side now.
I never get to feel this.
And
I'm
see-
not comfortable with this feeling.
That's what your agent said. And I was like, I want to bring him up. I want him to feel something.
He called you back?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the secret? Jeez.
I mean, there was quite a laundry list of things I could and could not say.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
But one of them, he was like, Justin doesn't like to feel
Anything.
anything.
Yeah.
He said, talk to his family, talk to anyone who knows him. That guy is ironclad. It's Fort Knox of emotions. And I said, no. If he's going to come on my pod and he's going to show me magic, I want him to experience what we feel at home. Because what I love about magic, comedy uses a little bit of magic, right?
Like a little glue.
Yeah.
Sticky in the
Because
fingers
comedy
there.
is like a good comedian will kind of trick you, right? Think you're going one way, good punchline, hit you with thing. It's pretty rare, though, for a joke to end in a ton of doves. You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's pretty rare for a joke to make something appear or disappear.
That's true.
You know? Honestly, although when I tell my jokes recently, half the crowd is disappearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're doing it so slow. And
Well,
like,
they're going to tell their
chattering.
friends. You guys got to see
like,
this guy.
whoa, and they're just like they're screaming things like we want our money back, and
Well, for a Goblin comedy, I feel like boo is like the applause.
that's what I've been
Boo!
telling Johannes. That's what I've been telling Johannes. And speaking of magic, this is my producer Johannes.
Hi, Johannes.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
He
too.
does not possess any magic, but he is magically trying to appear as Swedish, even though he is Italian.
I am Swedish. Thank you. Which actually reminds me, who is your favorite magician, John? It should be Leonard Green.
Oh, I love Leonard Green. He's amazing. Oh, and yeah. He's a good representative for you because I texted him on my way here, and the text bubble was green, and I was like, "That is on brand."
See, my favorite comedian is sitting in the throne right now. That's right, Justin. I want to know a couple things about magic. I loved your Netflix show.
Thank you.
I
It
gotta be
wasn't
honest,
for you.
I know.
It wasn't
That's what I
for
want
you.
to talk to you about. I felt like that was a little. I'm with all my creature friends. We're all ready to take on the magic. And it's you do magic for
Humans.
humans.
Yeah.
Which is like, come on, man. Like,
I
first
know.
off, we created the stuff. You took it from us, and now you're taking it to Netflix, which I don't have a problem with because we're doing Netflix is a Joke, May 7th, 7:30 p.m. at the lab, this live podcast recording. But otherwise,
Yeah, otherwise, it was not, I think it was not a snub to my Goblin fan base, of which I know there's one now. And I don't hear from a lot of the you're.
You don't get any trolls on any of your videos or anything?
I do get trolls, but I don't lump them in with your people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that often happen?
It does. And dude, you'll be one of the first to really recognize that not only is there a difference, but it's very clear who the good ones are and who the bad ones are.
Yeah.
So I love that.
The magicians, we do get a lot of trolls.
Yeah.
Comment section trolls.
I feel that. What do you think about people whose like whole thing is just trying to figure it out?
To me, there's two types of people. There's the people who love magic and they don't care how it works.
Yeah.
And then there's the people who need to know how it works to move
Right.
on with their life. I know I'm not a wizard. You know, we all know this is kind of suspend your disbelief a little bit. We're just having fun. And I think they see it as like a puzzle they must solve, or like and that they're stupid if they can't figure it out. And I think the wiser people are the people who just let the wonder wash over them, and they don't need to figure it out because there's too much that we know. We know too much. These days
fully agree.
We know too much.
Except for Johannes, who knows basically nothing. I wish he knew more. In fact,
Stupid.
It's a yin yang. I get why you two
can
work
you
together.
make stuff disappear?
I have, yeah. I've been known to. You stuff or
Like if I were just like, what if like this part of the room just like left forever? You know, like
Well, then what? Where?
who's gonna
How are you gonna do the podcast?
Who's gonna do all the
who's going to push a button?
all the
I
cutting?
don't know. I might be able to find somebody.
A monkey.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Now we're talking.
I'm just yes anding.
I get it.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Magic has a lot of unspoken rules, right?
Yeah.
A magician never tells his sexual preference.
Correct.
And they also don't like when people reveal how to do a trick, right?
Correct.
It kind of reminds me of wrestling. Hear me out.
Hey, oh, okay.
Because I was talking to Chris Jericho, which if you haven't seen that episode, you can go here, here.
Oh, who's going to put
here,
that link if
here,
I'm not here? That's the question.
I'll do
I
it.
don't know. I'll have to use magic, aka a robot. So wrestlers really try and keep the magic of wrestling, which is, yes, sometimes they're working together and they're doing stuff, but they do not like when people say it is fake because, in essence, when their body's hitting a tiny piece of plywood and a tiny mat, doesn't feel very fake to them.
Right.
And they don't like to tell people what's happening behind the scenes. The good wrestling fans are like what you're describing as like category one of magic fans. There's someone who is just like, we could take this for what it is. Entertainment. We're enjoying ourselves. But there's another sect of fans who are like, their whole thing is like, they have videos on YouTube being like, see, he didn't actually hit him here.
Right. He's anticipating a thing.
It's like,
yeah.
Correct.
And
Yes.
there's probably a tiny sliver who do believe it's all real.
Oh, correct.
And that's great.
And that's fun too.
There's a
That's
there's a
fun
sliver
too.
of people who do believe I have powers.
Yes.
I get messages from them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that though. That to me, I'm way more into those people than someone over here.
I'd say magic and wrestling, they are both fake, but doesn't mean they're not real. Or maybe I mean vice versa. It's not real, but it doesn't mean it's fake.
I think that's it.
That's a
I
wiser
think
way to say
that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it the way you just said it. We're going to cut out the way you just said it so I look really smart. You know
it.
what it is, Justin?
Yeah.
I feel like wrestling and magic, and this is just literally just thought of this. Wrestling and magic, it's like, it's real. Wait, what was it again?
It might not be real,
but
it doesn't mean that it's fake.
Okay. I really like I'm just thinking this all the time, but like I feel like wrestling and magic, like it might not be real, but it doesn't mean it's fake.
Wow.
Can we clip that?
That's well
I think
put.
that's like probably going to go
Who's
viral.
clipping that?
Yeah,
I think maybe we should keep them.
Yeah.
we'll see, man. But so Chris Jericho was able to come on my podcast and kind of peel back the curtain a little bit. And he was saying like 10 years ago, he would have been blacklisted.
I'm sure his contract, it was probably a contractual.
Yeah, but like he was able to talk about some stuff. I've seen on Instagram and YouTube, there's magicians, that's whole thing
Yeah.
is revealing how to do tricks.
Yeah.
And I'm subscribed because I want to learn how to do tricks, but that doesn't mean I approve what they're doing.
I'm curious, how does it feel when you watch one of those? Because the first thing they do is they show you how the trick as it's meant to be done or whatever.
Sure.
Right? And then they pause, and then they show you how it works. But up until that, like, you see the trick and you're like, because I think anyone's first reaction when they see a good trick is, how'd they do that?
Yeah.
But then they don't really want to know how they did that. After how they did that is kind of like, oh gosh, this feeling of not knowing is so crazy. No one's going to tell me. Wow, I love it. I don't want to know, But the algorithm's not letting you get to the, you know what, I don't want to know.
Well, here's what I'm telling you. I'm not going to reveal how I did this trick. And
I don't want to know.
Will ever.
I don't want to know.
Ever know. All right, so dude, like, I'm gonna like write down like the word like nothing. I'm gonna fold it up or whatever. I'm gonna give it to you, okay? And like you act like super surprised, and I'm gonna like what? But do something where like your first guess sounds like it's like.
How about I say like nada, and then I'm like,
in Spanish?
Nothing.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm like, well, what's like another way to say that? And then you'll get to it, and then it'll be like. That's kind of like how when you were describing like how you're like gonna make me pick like the king of spades or whatever.
Yeah, clubs.
Oh my God, you did it again.
Did I change your memory of the whole trick?
Where am I? Want to know why I'm wearing red? I know Netflix is a joke, but you know what's not a joke? The 3 guests I have this coming Thursday for our live recording of the Right Now podcast. First, from one of my favorite shows, we got Judy Gemstone, Johannes,
Yes.
Edi Patterson. You know her from Righteous Gemstones, Vice Principals, so many other hilarious roles. I think I'm going to make sure she teaches me how to do improv. This way when I meet Wade Brady,
Oh, right. Yep. You'll be prepared.
I know how to say like, no, but, or whatever they say. Netflix has so many comedians on this festival, but way too many humans, dude.
Right.
That's what I did. I got a doctor. I think his degree's in comedy. Dr. Z.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
you know him from freaking Planet of the Apes? And I just did a show with him, and man, the chemistry was off the charts. So I'm gonna have him on so he could teach me all about how to really get into Hollywood. And then one of my new favorite comedians from over the pond, then he was living in New York, now he's in LA, the very funny Ian Edwards. You know him from Conan, Comedy Central Presents. He's written on some of your favorite shows. So funny. So you're getting 3 comedians and Johannes for the price of 1? Oh my God.
Nice.
This is all going down this coming Thursday, May 7th. Netflix is a joke, 7:30 p.m. at the Lab at the Hollywood Improv. I mean, dude, tickets are gonna go really fast, okay? And that's not a joke. One more time, Netflix. One more time. And by the way, Johannes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to still use your Netflix password though, dude. I gotta have my Bridgerton.
All right.
I wrote you a game I'm very excited about, Justin, because I want to know from a magician's perspective other things that might be perceived as a bit magical or possess magic, whether you think it is good or not.
Okay.
So, this game is called Magic Trick or Treat.
Ooh, I like it.
Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to share some things that are magical. You tell me if they are indeed magic, okay? And how about this? I'll allow for some flexibility. Let's do a grading scale. Like 1 to Justin Willman, okay?
Okay.
How magical
So 1
is
to
it?
2.
That's correct.
Okay.
Just very cut and dry. All right. How about this? Chat GPT.
I'm right in the middle on that. It can
Really?
it can be a tricky treat sometimes.
It can be a tricky treat.
It can
Talk
be a
to me.
tricky treat. Like if you go to it as your sole source of insight, I think it's much like Snow White, who's the witch, the mirror that she would tell, mirror on the wall, right? It just tells you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
You're the fairest one of all, So it's nice to get a little someone actually interested in your questions, but I think that its job is to tell you your ideas are great. You're off to a great start. This is fantastic. You're a winner, and you're not. You know what I mean? It's not a real take on things. So I think it can inflate one's sense of righteousness.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, because I don't use it too much.
Yeah.
If I were to like go on ChatGPT and be like, "Do you think I'm beautiful?" or like, "How funny am I?"
Yeah.
It would,
if you ChatGPT knows who
It would-
you are,
it would say yeah?
It would say yeah. It would say you're a treat. You're great. You're flawless. If you say, "Is there anything I could do to improve?" I mean, sure, maybe. I mean, I'd have to really think. Let me think, and then you have to really press for some criticism or contrary opinions. But you'd go down a little bit of a rabbit hole if you're into rabbits, and I am.
Johannes, can you please make a note to re-download ChatGPT and use it tonight?
Yeah, it's just a website.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But walk me through how you create a magic trick. Like, is it for you? Is it like thematic first?
I do like a good theme. I don't like a blank page. I want to have some goal or parameters. I feel like that's easy. So give me some parameters. Let's figure it out.
Okay, let's do it.
Where's this trick happening? Or
Okay, so this trick is happening. Like, let's come up with something interesting. Okay, it's
Okay.
like we'll say like a dark, deep, podcast studio, and there's like dead rats, and there's accoutrements and figurines, and the host is like very into himself, so he's like probably like a narcissist. So he's like, I gotta have all my fan stuff surrounding me at all times. There's like branding on the wall. There's like a big desk and a throne, and like it's dark, and there's nails, and those nails are actually not part of the set. They were actually there like that. That's how actually scary this place is. And outside of the place, it's even scarier.
so so obviously a hypothetical.
Yeah. So can you kind of picture something like that?
Let me try to wrap my head around this far-fetched environment. I would say, it'd be funny to do a trick that involves having you have to do some sort of dexterous feat. You've got long nails. That'd be some good comedy. A trick that involves you having to, do something that, or a trick that involves some sort of chroma key technology, which would be difficult for a green person like yourself. It would be like, hey, geez, because they often say, don't wear green.
Yeah,
what do you do?
honestly,
you could never be a weatherman. That's
that. I was gonna say that's why I've missed out on so many jobs. That's why Marvel has never called me. I showed up and they're like, so in this last Avengers film, you're just a floating shirt. And they're like, we don't know what to do, pal.
Yeah.
So okay, so you're finding things. You start with the environment. It sounds like.
I like the environment. I like the place. I like a prop or a thing. Like a skull mug. That's fun.
Does your head immediately go, oh, like make it appear or disappear?
Here, what I would do is maybe I'd make a joke about the hanging rat from the ceiling.
Lunch,
which I think you have to kiss under it. That's the tradition, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
You've watched the podcast.
I'm a fan. I would maybe borrow so after making note of that, and we're all like, oh yeah, we all know about the rat. I would maybe borrow your watch. And do you wear a watch?
I mean, I was. Wait a minute.
Is this your watch?
Oh my God! No, wait, that's not it. No.
Oh, that's my watch.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah. Hold on.
I would borrow your watch hypothetically, and then I would put it in my hands and squeeze it, and then open up my hands, and there's the rat that we saw earlier. And then we look up, and now your watch is hanging where the rat was.
Now,
that'd be cool.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
You got to edit and make that happen somehow. So then, do you have a trick that you feel like if you were to hang your hat on one and say, this has my prints,
fingerprints,
Kinko prints all over it, and then maybe even adding on to that, you've seen other magicians start to utilize something you brought to the table.
That happens a lot. Like one of my favorite tricks is I open my special with it, where I've got a cardboard box. I toss a Frisbee, somebody I don't know. They tell me the name of their first crush. Open up the box, and inside is that name, Debbie, whatever. And then everyone's all kind of thinking ahead of me, like, there's a printer in that box, right? And I show that there is a printer in the box. And then everyone's like, haha, I knew it. And then eventually I pick up that printer and I crush it into a ball of paper.
That's great.
And then they're like, I didn't know anything. I think my fingerprints are on that. Like, I like to
You were
show
touching
you a
it, so
trick,
it's
make you
probably-
think you know how I do
Yep.
it, a little roller coaster, and then pull the rug out from under you. And I've seen a couple people try to replicate that same trick. And magicians, I used to get really maybe upset because it's so hard to come up with a trick that you really want to guard it.
Yeah.
But you just got to let it go. I take it as a compliment, I guess,
Well, not a lot of magicians have specials.
That's probably a part of why I let it go easier.
You have a gift for comedy as much as you do magic, which is very frustrating.
Thank you.
How dare you? No. Was the love of comedy always there alongside the love of magic?
I think I loved comedy first. As a little kid, I remember just watching Johnny Carson and seeing how he would make my parents laugh so hard, and I'd be like, what is so funny there? And I didn't even get the jokes, but I just was amazed by his ability on TV just to crack them up.
Yeah.
Hear my dad quote that joke the next day. And so I kind of I noted that as a superpower. But as a kid, a teenager, the comedy you're going to do is often going to be hacky, and you're going to because you don't. It's hard to write your own material when you're a kid. That's hard to do.
Absolutely.
And when I discovered magic, it was almost like a shortcut to oh, okay, I've got a roadmap for a trick I'm going to do. I mean, even you read it out of a book or you buy a trick at a magic shop when you're a kid. It comes with instructions. It even comes with suggested words to say, patter, if you will. That's what they call it, patter.
Oh, get a little inside scoop.
Which is a kind of a dirty word in the world of magic, in that it's what you say should be more important than pitter patter. But and as a kid when you're starting out, you basically you're handed what to do, what to say, and you can wow people tomorrow. So that was very appealing as a teenager. And then it wasn't until years later, like when I'm off at college and all my buddies are comedians, and I've always thought I was funny, but I never really forced it to come out in an authentic way. And they kind of encouraged me to go up and suck until you don't.
I'm still in the first part. Yeah. So how about CGY?
CGY.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's computer generated, y'all. What do you think when you're watching a movie? Do you think that is magic?
Yeah, I do. I mean, if you rewatch like Back to the Future or Face Off or these movies that blew our minds at the time, but now we are so accustomed to flawless special effects that those just feel a little cringy, almost like can't believe we fell for it.
Oh, here's a question. Have you ever seen a movie that is using practical effects that you kind of are like, as a magician, you're like, oh, I kind of know how they did that. They're using, a fundamental of this certain magic trick. Is that
like you watch Elf, you've got Bob Newhart and Will Ferrell sitting next to each other, but Will Ferrell's enormous. And, that's a classic perspective trick that I think just is even better than CGI. Like, I think we all have these little BS detectors when it comes to CGI.
Yeah.
And we're so desensitized to it that when something is the little detail that it was done practically, I think hits different. And, I do practical magic, I think CGI and editing and people's use of it when they present it as a magic trick is a little harmful to audiences' expectations. However, in person, there's nothing like a live show. And when people are sitting in the audience in person and they're seeing some crazy shit, like it hits even harder.
Well, we've talked about trolls, and I wonder this because you have specials and you've filmed them, so I imagine the scrutiny is a bit higher when you're pulling off an amazing trick. It's so easy for people to go, well, he filmed it. They probably just did X, Y, and Z camera trick. Do you find that to you that is like an extra feather in the cap, or is it disheartening?
It is both.
Yeah.
I feel like the first thing is like, well, I guess I fooled them, first off.
Yeah.
If that's what they think I did. Or if they think, well, everyone must be in on it. Okay, so you were fooled, right?
Yeah.
But I, as a people pleaser, I don't like there being anybody out there thinking that, this is all just a big old, what's the word? This is all just a bunch of chicanery.
Yeah.
Like I work hard for this. So I want people to at least give it the respect it deserves. But then again, it is a trick. It's not real. It's that fine line. It's like, it's fake, but that's not how I faked it. I faked it in a harder way.
You know what it is like? And I'm just thinking of this. It's like, like wrestling and magic. Like, it might not be real, but it doesn't mean it's fake.
Wow.
It's like that thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's deep.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a problem with stunt doubles in movies?
No, I don't, because I'm sure there's a lot of really cool stunt people. Those are jobs for those people, and that's what they train to do, and it's their own little art form.
True.
That's kind of, again, like we're signing up for a movie, like filling any of the Chris's, it's like they're not really superheroes,
Pratt, Evans, Pine.
Yeah, all of them. They're all, if your name is Chris and you ain't in a Marvel film, it's like they're not actually those things, so we're all going, okay, yeah, this is just a thing.
But Tom Cruise, who did do his stunts, if someone online was like, fake CGI stunt double, and you're Tom Cruise, you'd be like, that was me, right?
Yeah.
And that's sometimes how I feel when people are like, it's CGI.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah. I got to be honest, though, if I was Tom Cruise and someone was like, that's fake, he didn't really do his own stunts. And I would be like, oh, my God. And I would look around my private plane, and I'd go, that gosh, me so bad. I'm going to take a bite of this gold bar. I'm so angry right now.
No.
And then I'd be like, butler number 4, I'm upset. Is there anything you could do to help me? They'll be like, sure. And they'll come over and they'll feed me, they'll breastfeed me and coddle me. And I'll be like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to be just fine.
Butler number 4 has teats, huh?
Yeah.
4 of them.
Well, in this scenario, yeah.
That's why it's number 4.
It's called magic, Justin.
Yes.
It's called magic. All right, before I get you out of here, I have a couple more questions for you. Justin, one of the things I wonder is something that has been lost in magic, I feel, and maybe this has become hack, but I do love a good magic saying before something appears.
Magic words are a beautiful thing.
Are you pro, or are magic words a trick or a treat for you?
There's a lot of magic tropes that
Yes.
I have to hear about all the time from people who think they're the first person to make a joke about it when they hear I'm a magician, Oh, you're a magician. Can you make me disappear? Can you make my wife disappear?
Yeah.
Can you make my producer disappear?
Abracadabra, make my producer disappear.
And I would never do that.
Exactly. Yeah, you would not go for the low-hanging fruit. You're allergic to low-hanging
That's
fruit.
right. Thank you.
But or where's your rabbit? You must have a rabbit.
Yeah.
So I have spent, decades trying to get away from the cliches, but now I'm okay to, embrace them as long as, I will use magic words, ironically, tongue in cheek.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What's your favorite? Because I wrote down a few that I was familiar with, and then there's some I was like, hold on here. There's Abra-cadaver.
Classic.
Alakazam, which I thought was
Strong.
a movie with Shaquille O'Neal. Hocus Pocus, which is another movie. So it's like, these are all just movies. Presto Changeo.
Ooh, yeah.
Don't hear that one as much anymore.
You don't. They've shortened just presto.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Or my favorite kind of pasta, pesto. So, Sim Salabim?
That's where I was going to go. Sim Salabim. Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I hope it's not racist.
It does have a tinge to it.
Sim Salabim.
Yeah.
It sounds like a dish.
I will say that one was big in Sweden. It seems a little bit.
Sim Salabim?
Yeah.
Sim Salabim is big in Swedish?
Well, I mean, no, it doesn't mean big. It's just that was a very typical magic phrase in Sweden.
Really? Man.
Kids magicians would say that all the time.
Dante is a famous magician who his Sim Salabim was his. He went all in on Sim Salabim.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My favorite was what all the Canadian magicians say when they make something appear.
What's that?
Sorry, you know.
Yeah.
Here's one of my also favorites. I don't know if this was one, but this Izzy Wizzy. Do you know the rest?
No.
Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy.
What?
That's new to me.
I'm excited. You could use that in your next special.
Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy.
That's like one of those boardwalk magician dudes.
That's what it said. It said from Santa Monica's Boardwalk. Yeah, by Gary. Yeah, interesting. I don't even know if he was a magician or he was just speaking to the imaginary person on his shoulder. So, I also love that you have really expanded your career and you've really gotten into hosting.
Yeah.
Do you love it?
I do love it. I do love it. Yeah. It depends on the show.
Is it harder work than you thought?
It's much easier than doing magic, and much easier than doing comedy. It's magic without the magic.
Well, you
know?
have all of these passions. And the internet's all a craze with one trick. It's called blind ranking. So here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to have you blind rank your passion. I got 5 of the things that you currently, 5 of the job titles you've been holding over the past couple of years, and you have to blind rank them. Okay?
Okay. Do I have to shut my eyes?
No. Oh, interesting. Is that?
Yeah, that seems. I mean, it seems like the fair thing to do. Yeah.
But he's not seeing anything. I think the blind is inferring that he won't know what's
That
to
I don't
come.
know what's coming next. So I need to rank them without knowing maybe there's something better down the pipeline.
Yeah. Or you just give him a cane and he can just kind of be like,
Yeah.
All right. Acting. 1 through 5.
Hold on. I'm going to change my Zin for this one.
Yeah.
Zin Salabim. All right. Swallow the old one.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All right.
Now that.
I'll be doing the next trick in about 90 minutes.
Izzy Wizzy, he just got dizzy. Okay. So
Okay, so 1 is the best, 5 is the worst.
1 is the best,
All
5 is the worst.
Start over. Here we go.
acting.
4.
Okay. Acting is 4. It's pretty low. Hosting.
3.
Comedy.
1.
Wow. I thought this was going to be number 1. Magic.
2.
So 1, 2, 3, and worst, being a father.
Shit.
So, all right. Well, there's his list. Print it. Hey, that's the priority, man. That's how we do it. Justin, I'm going to get you out of here the same way I get everybody out of here by playing my right now rapid fire questionnaire. Here's how it works. I'm going to ask you 5 rapid fire questions. I want you to say the very first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Left or right?
Right.
West Borland.
Borland.
Favorite genre of metal?
Heavy.
There's a snail chasing you. The snail is moving at a snail's pace. It's gonna follow you for the rest of your life. You can go as fast as slow as you want, but the snail will always be moving in your direction. If you touch it or it touches you, you die. And before you ask, yes, it can swim and survive in any atmosphere. What's your plan to survive the snail?
Move around. I would move around. I would probably still stay in my house most of the time, but just in a different bedroom at night. And I would think if the snail gambled on which bedroom I'm going to be in that night, and it was right, I might be screwed. But if it is incorrect, it would probably take till morning to get to the correct bedroom at a snail's pace. So I think I could probably live life identically to what I do now.
Can I just say something? 80 plus episodes. I love when we get a brand new answer. And Justin Willman just gave us the laziest answer we've gotten yet, because everyone goes move. Some people are like, I got to take a plane. I got to go. Everyone's like, where's everyone go? I got to go around the world. Or I'll just keep running in one direction. And then they're just going, they're going so far and doing so
What are they
much
running from?
work. You're
They're
like,
running from themselves.
I ain't leaving my house.
My question, I was
It's a
expecting
snail.
some sort of a would you rather. There's not a would you rather. It's just there's a snail chasing you and it'll kill you. Do I get money for this new life condition?
Well, have you ever been to Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Justin Willman, everybody. Round of applause. Round of applause. And now is your opportunity to promote whatever you got going on to this camera right here.
Hey, I'm on tour. Come see magic in person. The world sucks sometimes, but it sucks less when you're in the audience at a comedy and magic show. Why buy 2 tickets to a comedy show and then some other magic show when you can buy 1 ticket to a comedy magic show and you can bring everybody or come alone?
As I do every night. Okay, so, Justin, underneath your door, I actually have a little more magic.
Yes.
I magically wrote a promo for myself that I was going to read, but I was like, maybe I'll just have Justin read it. So I actually took it from my desk and made it go under your throat.
Wow. It's like a cooking show and they're like, we've already baked it. And
That's
here
right,
it is.
yeah.
Hey.
Whoop.
Got it.
Now you're going to have to use your acting magic to read my promo.
Do you need me to do this off book?
No. You can
Okay.
are you that good?
No.
Okay.
Okay. No prompter, so I'm just
No.
Want me to be-
What, this guy? You think this guy can make a prompter happen? It's been one screensaver the whole show, dude.
I have noticed that. All right. Abra-cadaver goblins. If you want some real magic in your life, order a personalized shout out on Cameo from a real goblin. Now, as someone who's worked with Netflix before, I can tell you they are a joke. Not only should it have been called Magic for Everyone, but they also made an entire comedy festival that's going on right now. It's true. So this Thursday, do not miss this very podcast live at the Lab next to the Hollywood Improv with special guests
Edi Patterson,
and also
Dr. Z, and Ian Edwards.
there are only a few tickets left. So if you wait, poof, you're dead and the tickets will disappear. Now it's time for me to goblin magic myself out of here. Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy.
You know what? I'm going to allow you to pick whatever saying you want, and that's what I'll use to goblin magic you out of here. But before I do want to say I really appreciate you coming on the podcast. This was very insightful, and I felt so seen as a fellow comedian who also possesses magic.
You know, we are a rare breed.
Yeah, I
A
would
rare
say so.
breed. We're a half breed.
That's right.
We are
That's
half breeds.
right.
We're little muddy entertainers. We should unite.
Dude, going on the road, man, or if you ever want like a really big finale, just bringing me out. I mean, that'd
Love
be
it.
like,
You, me, Carrot Top.
ain't that my favorite? Ain't that my favorite command? I told you one day I'd open up for Carrot Top. This is basically the same thing, dude. I mean, that's a...
Open shut case.
Yeah, nah.
Hey, case of props. You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
What magic saying do you want me to goblin magic you out of here?
Ding dong magic. That's a magic saying that we use on Magic for Humans. We meant to use it more, so it's a little deep cut, if you will. But I just love how it sounds. A little ding dong magic.
Ding dong! Who's there?
Who's there?
Magic.
Oh, wow.
So then in post, you just kind of edit him out, but kind of made it look magic.
I also think he forgot his bag.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, sorry, I forgot my bag.
And, yo,
Ding dong magic.
yep.
Can I keep the water? Do you guys
Those are kind of
kinda
pricey.
need
We've been
to
using it for the same
recycle
guest.
it.
So
Yeah.
put the water back. Oh yeah, thank you so much. Perfect. And he could do that one, and then we'll Big Mom Ding Dong, Alex and Cam.